Just wanted to record something real quick for, just for the heck of it. Kind of feel like gushing about this game. I'm just working on this, big creative build here. But, I'm like adding this wall in over here. And I always find it fascinating when I start running into like stuff that I built before and I have to figure out how to make it like mesh well. Like I have this underground thing here that's supposed to be all like spooky. And it's supposed to look like endless. But I like kind of broke it, right? I mean, not really, but like I put, you know, these here under this wall. And then that like interfered. So I find it interesting how these things overlap. And I kind of wanted to show kind of what that process looks like, you know, when I'm trying to repair stuff like that. So like here, I'm going to take the black concrete again. Just kind of layer that back over the top. And then, you know, to avoid this being like a visual issue, I'm actually going to like layer over this with something else here. See, I could either fill this whole row with the black part and then make that like part of the aesthetic over here. Like that. I think that's actually kind of cool. We'll take a look at how that looks from the outside. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Because I was thinking of either doing that or I can move these black blocks like down one row and you shouldn't be able to see it from the inside. But if I keep this open, I can find a way to like build with this whole thing. I can make that pretty cool. Because if you put like white structures in the middle of this, it's going to be like really, it's going to stand out a lot. So I'm not totally sure. It almost looks, I forget that you can't really light up the black blocks like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, just to keep it more coherent, is I'm going to fill this whole row with like the normal blocks that I would for this. I would make the floor a little bit deeper and like a little bit more ornate or something, but I don't want to cause any issues for this. I'm going to fill that like that. I think I can break one on the end there, and then fill that. And you shouldn't really be able to see it from in here. I don't think it breaks the illusion. There is... Oh, there's one block missing there. That's weird. Let me fix that. I wonder if that was something that happened in an update or if I did that on accident. Not sure what type of wood it was, so I'm gonna assume it was probably oak. It looks like oak. Yeah. Cool. And then you can't really, you know, see where that other black block is from when you're in here. So there we go. Kind of selling the illusion. You walk in and it's like, whoa. You can't really see the end, and then it just kind of drops off into the void. It doesn't actually go anywhere yet, but I'm thinking about building into that. So anyway, that's one problem fixed. There's something really cool that I wanted to show you guys too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot there was like a little tunnel that connects. So there's another one of these up here The cool thing is you can't see it when you're walking around here. Like literally from any angle. It's not visible really. And this was actually an accident. I was, you know, I kind of saw that this had like a slope right here. And I was like, oh, I could, you know, use that as like another walkway. There could be like a more to the building in here. And then I forgot that this was here. And so when I dug through here, I kind of fell in and was like, oh, oops. But when I realized that you couldn't see it from there, it was like, oh, this is like a cool secret, you know? So these are just like happy little accidents. This is kind of a product of like building, you know, pretty much randomly. And when things connect unexpectedly, I like to just, you know, make it feel intentional and just actually connect them. And it all becomes like one big interlocking structure past a certain point, and it can be very cool. It can be very satisfying, very cool. I think ultimately it's just it's a good experience overall. I'm wondering if you could see, like if I layer these white blocks right here, can you see that in that other room? Another cool little happy accident with this is that, you know, I can go check my work now from this other hole that I accidentally made. And like right here you can kind of see, you can't really see the white blocks through the leaves. And there's so much darkness in here anyway, it kind of like, any light that might kind of show just doesn't. So that's cool, that kind of helps me. That means that I can fill in this wall here and then I can kind of do whatever I want with it without really like interfering. So that is a huge bonus for me. Now this one right here is like part of a stairway. So this is another intersection point. Oh, I don't actually want to fill that in because that would be glass if we followed the pattern. You know, it might be interesting to see what happens if I just continue that. Because if I follow the pattern exactly, it should be like that. I think. Oh yeah, and then this would be solid. Yeah, okay. That works. And then this could be like a little, like extra view kind of thing. So I'm just gonna put glass right there. Whoops. And then, I wonder how it would look if I layered that all the way across. That actually looks kind of cool. So then I can build into this like one layer higher, maybe put some other form of lights in there or like a texture under the glass to give it like an extra visual like pop kind of. And we're going to continue this out by one extra just to highlight that there's like an opening here. Because, you know, with most of the stuff being like similar color, it can blend a little too well at times, and so I think that helps. The thing I don't like about this sand is, you know, having to remove all these layers. So it creates this big aesthetic difference for like the top. Not a super big fan of that, but oh well. Because I'm like unintentionally reshaping the mountain. Which, I mean, from one perspective that could be a problem, from another it's an opportunity in a way to like, I don't know, kind of come up with a new plan for it. And then I'm gonna have to find some way to like smooth this out so it doesn't look stupid. um, I'm gonna see how that looks. I don't know, that just, it feels like too many lights. But so does that kind of. Maybe I will go ahead and replace these. Because I like the idea of like the overhead lights better. You know, sometimes this is part of the process too. You gotta kind of do things, undo them, kind of get some distance, take a look at it. Sometimes it takes time too. Sometimes you do things and then realize you should have done something else. And I don't know. Just a part of the process. You know, another thing that I do kind of like, that I may try, this would be a little bit more work. You know, I like it already. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. So, you can kind of make like lower floors at times, and it creates this weird like, I don't know, it creates an unusual feeling. Because in Minecraft, typically, you know, you have like your standard height that you're at, and I don't know, it feels weird to be like just barely under it. See, I like that, but can I do this without hurting the underlying structure? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna try not to build too low down because I want it to be as invisible as possible. Okay, we're gonna... It's kind of hard to build on top of the black parts like that because it's just hard to see them. Okay. Okay. So there we go, that's more coherent. And then we have that nice little dip to create this like extra, it's like a raised kind of thing, so there's like a little border now. And it feels larger, you know, it creates this like slight extra bit of space. So it feels more roomy. I don't know if it's cozy necessarily because it is this huge like I don't know, it almost reminds me of like a museum or something. We have this really fancy museum where I live. It's like a modern art museum, and it's just super like architectural, and it's all like bright white like this. Probably part of where I get my aesthetic for this from, just because it's such a beautiful building and it's very much my style. I do kind of get bored of this this white color every now and then, or like this texture that it creates, but when that happens I try to add like pops of color and, you know, some like natural areas, make it really pretty. Whoops. Crap happens. Especially after coffee. Heh. Okay, anyway. That's a stupid joke. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to fill in that other row too, because I'm like one row too low. Okay, and then these, forgot to replace those, so there we go. And we got the lit up entrance here. And since this part of the pattern is glass, I'm just gonna continue with the glass right here. Give it like an overhang. And then we're gonna pretend that the pattern is still there, so it would be 2 in and then should be 2 of these guys. And then this part of it was just glass all the way back, so I'll keep that. And this can go... Yeah, it would be facing that way, so this would be not glass. And then, yeah, we go like that, and that leaves just enough room for an entrance. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. That works so well. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. So we're gonna fill this in. I used to worry about like every literal thing, like in terms of even things that you couldn't see. Like it had to be perfectly symmetrical and uniform, but honestly, I'm over it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, let's see. Oh, I'm a goober. I forgot that this one doesn't need the glass. It's this one that does. Okay, and I could artificially replace these stone blocks to make it look like it's still like in the mountain after I place this top row here, but I'm not totally sure. I may just build all the way, or like excavate this all the way up and then make it like a skylight. Not really sure. Okay, so that needs to stay. I mean, unless this were to become like a walkway or something, that would be cool. Actually, now that I say that, I kind of like that idea. So yeah, new plan. This is going to connect to something else, and then that'll become a walkway, and that'll be good. Here in a minute, we're going to have to check on that area with the trees down there, see if, you know, that's still intact. Yeah, this is cool. This is very cool. So, what can I connect this to, is the question. So I got stairs right here. Let's see how those stairs connect. I think it's like a perfect mirror of these, so moving these one forward would look really weird. I don't want to do that. What I could do is break that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's not terrible. And then I think there's no sandstone on that row, so I don't have to worry about stuff falling. Yeah, that's pretty. Trying to decide if I like it better with this all the way over, or like without. It might be kind of cool to like put slabs all the way across here to make it look almost like it's being held up. Either slabs or stairs, I'm not sure. I'm gonna fill this row first. I won't be able to continue this video for super long because I need to go. I have like a therapy appointment pretty soon. But if you guys like this, I would love to make another one. In fact, I may anyway, even if this doesn't get any views or anything. My channel's not really super about that anyway. And then we can just pretend that this is like a support for that. Yeah, I kind of like that. What if we did that on all the parts where it connects here? How does that look? Hey, that's actually pretty cool. I think I like that. And then for these ones, oh, I'm a goober. I forgot that that would normally go down like that. And then I can take this here, can extend this overhang out so that it like covers the whole area here. I forget what they call this. There's like a word for this type of a thing, where it's got like an overhang. Yeah, I like that. And then I may connect that in like another way at some point during this. Okay, so now what to do about the... oh, never mind. I already did do something about it. The only thing is we don't really have any like light sources in here. I like to keep it pretty well lit. But we could just go with the natural lighting. I mean, is this nighttime in the game? I mean, pretty much, so it's not like it's not lit up. I think that would work okay. I think it would be interesting too to extend this out, but like in an unusual way. So hear me out. Let me check the time as well. I'm gonna have to leave here in like 30 minutes, so I'll probably stop this in like maybe 15, 20 minutes so that I can brush my teeth and get out of here. It's like early morning for me, kind of. Not, I mean, not super early, but like, I don't know. It's morning. That's the point that I'm trying to get across, I guess. So I'm debating whether to like make this whole like grand kind of vaulted thing, like almost think one of those like feeders where it just, you know, goes up and up and there's like seating like that, like excuse me, sorry, but like in I think I'm thinking of Rome, maybe. I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking, but basically that type of seating that looks like steps. You just kind of like sit on the steps. Almost like bleachers. since this doesn't seem to make a big difference, I'm just gonna continue to build on top of it. And I mean, no one would see this if I just put these as regular blocks, but I don't know. I just don't want to do it because I already have these in my hand, and this is just, I don't know, I have like a rhythm going. See, I like to make spaces that feel big and like grand and just they kind of pop and make you go like, wow. And so, you know, one really easy way to do that is just to make it very big. Just very like, you know, everything in this creation, I'm gonna call it like a creation as if it's like really coherent, which I mean, for the most part it is, but everything within this is very like, it's meant to feel monumental. It's something for like somebody that hasn't seen this world before to kind of go into and just explore and just be like fascinated. And so I've hidden like little secrets around too. You know, some signs with like mysterious messages, you know, sometimes a little spooky. And there's like little things like that here and there throughout the map. But, you know, it's just to add this like little mystery element, this like sense of wonder. It's one of the big reasons that I love certain video games that I love, like, say things like the Dark Souls series and Elden Ring, and, you know, even like Destiny 2, I've been playing a lot, and that, just the levels are so beautiful. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not super into in that game, like stuff that kind of I roll my eyes at a little bit from a technical perspective, but their design in terms of like environments is just gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I'm thinking something like that. It's not exactly even because these are slabs and those are, you know, full blocks or whatever, but I also like function, you know, so if I'm gonna do this, I kind of feel like making this like traversable would be cool. And since you can't really tell from the other side, I think I may make this like a stair. And then, you know, just kind of have it be like a little stair thing that leads up. Okay. And so that needs to go one block out like that. Very cool. And then just to make it feel like this is like extra connected so that you don't randomly fall off the side, I'm gonna do that. That's pretty cool. Looks decent from the side. Not perfect, so I'm actually going to, let's see. Okay, this is a whole nother mess, but I'm gonna, I was gonna put the inverted stairs, but I think that would have a Oh, no, 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 we're good. Never mind. I thought that that would, like, visually contradict, but it doesn't. In fact, it creates a pretty unique shape on that side. The only thing I'm not super sold on is how it does that. I feel like connecting it like that makes it slightly more coherent. So then this would need to be one of those as well. Then we would throw another one of these on. Or actually, if we were to match the pattern, it would be like that. And then maybe like that. Nah, too chunky. Okay, this is going decently. I'm thinking about doing an inverted pattern with this, where, you know, we match the stairs, but in like the opposite direction. Kind of like that. I don't know. Time will tell. And I feel like leaving this open could pave the way for some interesting, like, views, you know? It's also just kind of visually interesting. And then I can run this back. Another cool thing you can do is, since these have a little gap, you could light up the gap. The only thing is some of them will be missing. Now that could be fixed technically, but it would require breaking this, so it would be like every other one is lit up. I still think that's cool. And then you can cover these up. I don't want the extra chunkiness here though, so I'm actually going to layer this all the way back. I may make this a YouTube series of just kind of like building and my general thoughts on the process. It's fun to catalog, and also kind of, you know, talking about this stuff as I do it kind of helps me. It feels nice. I don't know. It's nice to kind of brainstorm out loud, so to speak. Okay, so that kind of breaks my ability to get in there in that way. But I think that's fine, because it's mostly for visual appeal. now it's like, help, I'm trapped. Sometimes you do like end up building yourself into a corner when you do these things. So like I said, sometimes, you know, I leave things the way they are at this point because I've been building so long. Like, sometimes you just don't want to make everything perfect. Like, you can see how I'm not filling that in all the way through. Like, technically there's sand under this, but it gives the illusion of a complete structure, and that's honestly enough most of the time. Sometimes just little extra touches like that kind of help. In fact, even doing that. There we go, that's pretty cool. You could technically fly in here. I wonder how it would look if I separated this by like a glass wall. And then I could turn this into like a whole nother walkway thing. And then maybe like a balcony over here. Do like a little overhanging area. I like that idea. We can leave one of those like that on the end to be like a structural kind of thing. Maybe one here too. And then maybe extend this out by a row. How does that look when those are connected? I think I like it better unconnected. And then I'm just going to carry this out one more row. See what time it is. Oh, I need to go ahead and head out here, but I'll try to make another one of these today. Or maybe do a stream of it. Just be a block. I don't think that'll look weird. Yeah, no, not at all. There we go. That's looking good. And then I'm just gonna block this off for right now. To be like, hey, this looks visually coherent, but I might finish it later. Oh, and one last thing. I know I should be leaving, but I freaking love building. I hope I didn't just throw that on the ground. Since this is at this level, should be able to just build onto it like that, no problem. I can't do that right here because it doesn't go out far enough. It will connect to the wall like that. So we're going to bring it out by one row. And that's still covered by that awning, so there's no rain hitting right here. Perfect. Oh, and I think I'm gonna fix that part later, but I'll just keep it like that for right now. Or do like that. There we go. That looks nice. That's a nice bit of work. I really like that. Alright, I will see you guys next time, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.